Good morning. The man wanted in connection with the murder of a mother of 5 from Vancouver is now in police custody. That's according to the victim's family this morning. Greg Harper joins us live from Vancouver Police Headquarters with the latest. Greg?
Good morning, Jody. Well, I just spoke with Vancouver Police. The VPD not confirming this, not dismissing it, but again, not confirming that Daniel Paul was arrested yesterday. The family members say he was picked up in the downtown core early yesterday. Daniel Paul is the one who was arrested, and he is the prime suspect in the murder of Rose Paul, his girlfriend. The 36-year-old mother of 5 was found dead in the basement suite of a home on East 22nd in Main in Vancouver. This was on March 3rd. A $10,000 reward had been issued in the hopes of locating Paul, who has a history of violence and offenses against women. News 1130 spoke to Rose Paul's uncle yesterday.
My emotions are all over the place right now. It's happy, but also bittersweet, sad. Sad that she had to die, but she died, but glad that he's been found.
Rose's uncle says police contacted the family around 8 o'clock last night, informing them of the arrest. But again, Vancouver Police Department not confirming this yet. Jody?
All right, thanks so much. Greg Harper reporting live for us from VPD headquarters in Vancouver this morning. A convicted murderer is missing from the Mission Institution. Staff could not find 43-year-old Sean Merrick during a count on Tuesday, and a warrant is now out for his arrest. This is the second time in 7 months a murderer has gone missing from the minimum security prison. Merrick has several tattoos and scars on his right forearm and neck. If you see him, you're asked to call police immediately. The man accused of a brutal sexual assault on a Strathcona woman faces a bail hearing today. 25-year-old Caleb Heaton is expected to answer to 7 charges after a woman was tied up and attacked in her own home last week. She was then rescued by a Good Samaritan who heard her screams. Heaton has at least 40 criminal convictions in Ontario. 20 Vancouver police officers have been working on this case. Public meetings have been held to reassure those living in the neighborhood. More than $46,000 has been raised by the community for the victim. With 11 shootings reported in Surrey last month, April has started out with another. It happened at 128th Street and 64th Avenue, but prior to that, around 11:40 in the morning, shots were fired near this intersection. Someone in a silver car was seen opening fire on a black Honda. Both vehicles were headed south at the time. No one has been reported injured. Vancouver police have shown us a major haul from a big new bus, but they weren't taking any chances. Heavily armed officers stood guard during the VPD news conference. A 6-month operation called Project Trooper netted 8 vehicles, a dozen weapons, $575,000 in cash, and drugs worth almost $2 million. 11 people were arrested. Police say the drugs were primarily intended for the downtown east side, but also Vancouver Island and Alberta. They include fentanyl, the toxic substance mixed with other drugs causing a rash of fatal overdoses.
Fentanyl continues to show up in various forms, such as liquid, powders, and pills, and can be masked in virtually any consumable product. It's very dangerous.
Various police agencies contributed to Operation Trooper. The items were seized during the execution of search warrants at 11 locations around Metro Vancouver. A school trip to China is being connected to new measles infections in Metro Vancouver. An immunization clinic will be held today at Carver Christian High School in Burnaby. At least 1 student has been diagnosed with the measles. 3 other cases have been linked to an Air China flight that arrived from Beijing on March 21st. Measles is very contagious with initial symptoms like a common cold. Health experts say 1 out of every 3,000 people infected dies. BC Ferries has added extra sailings for the Easter long weekend. There are 58 extra sailings to be exact from today until April 6th. 42 extra sailings have been added to the Tsawwassen to Swartz Bay route. 10 extra sailings are scheduled on the Horseshoe Bay to Departure Bay route. 6 sailings have been tacked on to the Horseshoe Bay to Langdale route. It's also going to cost you almost 4% more to take a ferry today after new rate hikes went into effect yesterday.